Thanks, Clayton. Well, the shooting at LAX yesterday is raising questions about our airport security, what needs to be done in order to prevent these kinds of attacks. Joining us now is former FBI Special Agent Jonathan Gilliam. Jonathan, thanks a lot for joining us this morning.
Good to be here, Tucker.
So I want to put up on the screen, there have been a couple of shootings at airports in the last 10 years. 2013, a gunman killed himself in Houston. 2010, New Orleans, 1 dead, 1 wounded. And of course, famously in Los Angeles, 2002, 2 dead and 3 wounded. Did you see a pattern here?
Well, obviously, we see a pattern of individuals that are drawn to this for some reason. I'm not exactly clear why people who have rage are drawn to this. But yeah, we definitely do see an issue with this. And I think probably one of the things that allows people to go there and do, or draws them there, is the access to the airport and the importance of the airport. So they probably look at this as something that almost like a government entity where they know people are going to be. It's tense. But for whatever reason, with this individual, I'm not really clear yet exactly why he chose that. But we're definitely seeing a pattern of people drawn to the airport.
Yes. What's so discouraging about this is the airport, any airport, has an unusually intense amount of security. I mean, it's a pretty secure facility relative to the rest of America. You have to disrobe, go through, the magnetometer, et cetera. If you can't secure an airport, what can you secure? Well,
Tucker, I think you kind of hit the nail on the head. It's very secure, but it's really secure after you get past the security. Before you get into the security, there is basically nobody really walking around looking that's aware of what's going on. You can drive up and get out of a car and walk straight into an airport. What you have to understand about the airline industry is that they took the greatest part of bureaucracy and business and put it together. And it works just a little bit better than Obamacare is working right now. And that sounds like a joke, but it's absolutely true. When you take bureaucracy and you stick it into security, what you see is things like all the security bottlenecked into one place. And there is absolutely no focus beyond that security.
Right, that's
so.
Right.
It's very secure on the inside, but what we don't see is any type of behavioral analysis before people get into that point. So it's very easy to walk in there and stand in line and start shooting. And it's happened multiple times.
That's right. If you were serious about it, Congress never would have allowed the TSA to unionize, for one thing. But you go to Israel, and they don't have the X-ray machines. They have conventional magnetometers. They ask you questions rather than just let the machines do the work. Is that a model we need to pay closer attention to, do you think?
I think so. I think that if we look at Israel, if we look at the military, we're going to see, and I was a Navy SEAL before I became an FBI agent, and I've had a multitude of different agencies that I worked with. I was also an air marshal for a short period of time. And one thing I definitely saw the difference between the military and the federal government working as an agent is that the bureaucracy level when you get into the agencies is quite different than it is in the military. The military, like Israel, is mission-oriented. They're looking for something that is going to give them mission success. And when it comes to security, security is layered. And that's the way Israel does it. They have layers of security.
Right.
And what we see here in airports is just they throw everything into one area where there's this huge bottleneck, and it becomes aggravating for people. People's tempers flare, and this individual, I'm not sure if he had what particular beef he had with TSA, but it really puts everybody in a big predicament. And I think if we started to see more layers, even if it's just analysis, and I tell people this over and over, the number one key to fighting terrorism or looking at seeing odd behavior before it happens is with awareness.
Jonathan, thanks a lot this morning. We appreciate it.
Sure.